Hi everyone, I'm Bethany with Live Fit Wellness, and with the new year approaching, a lot of us are trying to get that health kick going. We want to get our nutrition right, and part of that comes with selecting the perfect diet. With all the different diets out there, like the keto diet and fasting and calorie restriction, all these different things out there, it can get confusing. What do you do? Where do you start? Well, I'm here to help with that. My recommendation when you're first starting out isn't to focus on a specific diet or portion control or calorie restriction. It's to focus on replacing bad foods with good foods. When you're eating pizza a lot, or you're going out and eating fast food a lot, or overly processed foods, what happens is we're eating a lot of inflammatory foods on a regular basis that unfortunately results in weight gain. So when you replace those foods with good foods, anti-inflammatory foods like lean meats, vegetables like broccoli, zucchini, asparagus, those healthy greens like spinach, that's gonna result in a natural calorie restriction. So instead of focusing on restricting yourself, focus on replacing bad foods with good foods, and that's gonna result in a natural weight loss. So that's the first step. When you start getting the hang of replacing bad foods with good foods, then you can start focusing on weighing out your protein and trying to figure out what your macros are. But when you're first starting out, simply replace bad foods with good foods, because that's gonna result in you being less hungry and you're not gonna have as many cravings. An example would be 10 potato chips are not gonna last you long at all. That's gonna be an empty calorie food source, not very nutritious, and your body's not gonna be able to use those potato chips as fuel. Now, if you eat 10 nuts, it's gonna last you much longer, maybe about an hour, as opposed to 10 chips. That's the difference between a nutrient-rich food that's loaded with healthy nutrients that your body can use for energy, as opposed to potato chips. So you wanna make sure to start replacing foods slowly but surely like that. My next thing that I would recommend is to just keep it simple. Don't overthink anything. Start cooking a little bit more at home. Don't overwhelm yourself, because if you overwhelm yourself, you're gonna end up giving up. Keep it simple at first. When you get that down packed and you've replaced bad foods with good foods, then you can start complicating it a little bit more, focusing on portion control, focusing on how much protein you should have, how many fats you should have, how much carbohydrates you should have. But at first, simply replace bad foods with good foods, and you're gonna really love the results that you get. I hope that tip helped. If you guys have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm more than happy to help. And I hope you all have a phenomenal new year and achieve all those health goals that you desire.